India, China, and Russia are three nations with enormous history, culture, and influence. Now, when these three powers come together for a meeting, the world pays attention. The idea of a strategic alliance among them is not new, and yet in 2025, the discussions have taken a sharper and a more visible form. India brings the strength of its democracy, its growing economy, and its deep cultural roots, whereas China brings manufacturing power, financial muscle, and global reach through projects like the Belt and Road Initiative. Friends, Russia brings natural resources, defense technology, and its experience as a global power across decades. Together, they create a triangle of opportunity and at the same time challenges. Friends, the Belt and Road Initiative is China's flagship project. Launched in 2013, it builds modern roads, railways, ports, and digital links across Asia, Europe, and Africa. It is inspired by the ancient Silk Road that connected China to the world through trade. Today, the vision is modern infrastructure that ties continents together. Examples are rail links between China and Europe, new ports in Africa, and energy pipelines that cross entire regions. Friends, the initiative aims to increase trade and boost investment while expanding China's influence in global commerce. India, however, has been cautious about the Belt and Road Initiative. The main reason is sovereignty concerns. A major corridor of the project passes through our not so friendly neighborhood, which India claims to be aware about or cautious about. India also worries about debt risk for smaller countries that borrow heavily for the Belt and Road projects. Sri Lanka's port, which was leased to China, is often cited as a warning. So while India supports better connectivity, it does not formally participate in the Belt and Road Initiative. Now, this difference in approach shapes discussions whenever India, China, and Russia meet together. The potential of this alliance is still vast. Imagine markets that stretch from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean, supported by resources, innovation, and a very huge population. Friends, for India, participating in such a group offers access to energy, defense cooperation, and a chance to shape regional security discussions. For Russia, it is a way to remain central on the global stage, especially as it faces sanctions from the West. Friends, for China, the alliance offers balance against Western influence while also creating trade corridors that connect Asia in new ways. Shared infrastructure projects like railways connecting Russia to India through Central Asia can transform trade flows. Energy pipelines could connect Russian gas to Indian markets, providing affordable power for millions of homes across the country. Technology transfer in areas like artificial intelligence, space exploration, and green energy could speed up progress for all the three nations. Cultural ties are very, very strong. In fact, students from India and China study medicine and engineering in the Russian universities. Yoga festivals are celebrated in Chinese cities. Chinese language institutes are opening in Indian towns, and Russian art exhibitions travel across Asia, including India, majorly also into India. Now, these exchanges create people-to-people bridges that make the alliance more than a political idea. Friends, the alliance also carries challenges. India and China have ongoing border tensions. The memories of clashes in Ladakh still remain fresh in our minds. Trust takes time, and strategic partnerships cannot erase deep-rooted concerns just overnight. After India purchased oil from Russia, India faced tariffs from the United States. Now, this shows how global actions can influence national decisions. The meeting between these three leaders is symbolic. When they sit at the same table, it signals possibility, ambition, and cautious hope. For all my young viewers, the lesson is clear. International relations are like long games of chess. Each move must balance opportunity with caution and precaution. The future depends on careful diplomacy, continuous dialogue, and respect for each nation's core interest. Friends, India's approach has been consistent. Engage with all powers, keep independence, and act in national interest. China's approach focuses on growth and influence through trade and infrastructure. Russia's approach highlights energy, defense, and maintaining great power relevance. When combined, these approaches can complement each other or collide. That is why meetings matter so much. Each handshake, each shared vision statement, and each agreement on cooperation becomes a building block. The strategic triangle of India, China, and Russia is not just about governments, it's about shaping the future of Asia. It's about offering alternatives to a world dominated by one set of powers. It's about telling the next generation that cooperation across borders is possible, even with differences. For businesses, it opens doors to trade opportunities. For students, it opens doors to education exchanges. For citizens, it opens doors to affordable resources. The cons or the negatives remain visible, but they are not impossible to manage. With strong leadership, dialogue, and public support, solutions can be found. Strategic alliances require patience, vision, and lots of compromise. Now, these three nations have shown all these three qualities at different times historically. Their meeting on 2025 may not solve every issue, but it signals direction. It signals ambition to shape tomorrow and together. It signals a world where Asia takes greater responsibility for its own security, economy, and cultural identity. This is why the India-China-Russia triangle remains one of the most watched partnerships in the whole world today. Friends, we thank our sponsors for supporting this content and videos like this. My first sponsor is Santé Spa Cuisine, which invites you to experience wellness through food, eat with balance, live with health, and celebrate the art of dining mindfully at Santé Spa Cuisine. Board Active Gymwear, which brings style to fitness. You can wear your strength with confidence every time you step into action. The third company is Turning Red Media Studios, making creativity valuable. Content becomes opportunity when technology meets imagination. My next company is SDG 6, which secures the future of water in India. Smart storage solutions that make every drop count for generations ahead. So friends, thank you for joining this journey into India-China-Russia triangle. Please like this video, share it with friends, drop a comment, and please subscribe to my channel. Do not just scroll away. The subscribe button feels shy without your click.